Let's see. Looks like everything's working. And we're going to get started. So, this is our dwarf, our paladin. Now, what you see here is some ret gear. Recently acquired this polearm out of UBRS, which was, I mean, it looks pretty awesome and that's cool and everything. However, the needs of the guild must supersede my desire to play a meme spec, which I've discovered ultimately Retribution Paladin is. So we are going to be working on getting our pre-raid BiS for Holy, and there is a possibility that we would have the chance to play Ret, but it is basically slim to none. There's already a Paladin who's really well geared, who's Retribution, and you know, I'm learning about the composition and things like that. It turns out just Red Paladins are not super desirable. However, Holy Paladins are quite desirable because they put out really strong single target healing. They're great tank healers. And there's a couple of the fights, or there's one of the fights where apparently we're going to have like 8 different people tanking these different mobs. I forget which boss it is, but it's a Molten Core boss. Long story short, Holy is what the guild needs. A Holy Paladin is what the guild needs. And in order to make myself sort of as valuable as possible, I'm going to do what is needed. So, yeah, that's the plan. And we're just finishing getting some things in the stream set up, and then we're going to be ready to go. Oh, yeah. All right. All right, inside we go. Could I see some more? All right, we're still working on the UI as well, but things are generally kind of in an okay place. It's difficult for it not to feel cluttered with all the things that you want. Looks like they're in the middle of doing UBRS, so there's a group that is out doing UBRS right now. But we have plenty of preparation that we can do on our own in the meantime. So I can do a little gear update too. I'm not sure who's in right now watching, but we can do a little bit of a gear update and sort of reconcile it with the pre-raid BiS stuff that we're looking for. Let's see. So I have the BiS list right here. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller without closing it. All right, let's take a look. Almost worth it to get Wowhead Premium because of the ads, but let's see. Sash of Mercy is a world drop is what we want for. So this is a lot of the stuff that we're like looking for, and on some of it we are coming pretty close. Forging Seal. This is actually just a quest reward. And we are looking to complete that quest here, but it does require a Scholar run. Let's see. So Dire Maul North is going to be difficult. Tribal War Feathers is probably more viable to get, and that's out of UBRS. So that is doable because they're running UBRSs all the time. Let's see. Living Shoulder is not really viable. I'd have to basically level leatherworking, and then, you know, I think you'd have to farm the recipe for that. The BiS shoulders are out of Skalo, but we actually have some really decent ones if we compare. So Royal Cap Spalders are the BiS, and what I currently have, let's see, let's switch over to the heal set. I have a macro for that actually. So, all right, we're on our healing set. So Mantle of Lost Hope. Actually, I mean, in my opinion, this would be every bit as good as the best in slot, the Royal Cap Spalders, because if we just look at the sheer stats, like, I mean, Paladins for Spirit, I mean, like, Spirit is okay, but we want to like critically strike on our heals so that we get refreshed, because we get refunded all of the mana every time that we get a critical strike on a heal. Like, it basically then costs 0 mana. So spell crit equals, you know, intellect, right? So stacking intellect would seem to me to be the more desirable thing there. So the fact that this one, this Mantle of Lost Hope that I currently have, allocates more points to intellect would seem to make it a little bit more valuable, although it's only 2 more intellect than the Royal Cap Spalders. And then there's also the relative risk of doing Skalo, which is a really dangerous dungeon that I think it's bet. I mean, I might just settle for the Mantle of Lost Hope as far as you know, having that be good enough, like good enough to go. So we're kind of checked off on that. So we'll go one at a time here. Tribal War Feathers would undoubtedly be an upgrade. I mean, except this is really close. The Crimson Felt hat that I have, I got this out of Strathholm Undead, is pretty darn close to good, right? Or it's pretty darn close to good enough, I'm thinking. Let's see here. So Tooth of Nar, we got this out of UBRS. That is fine. That is, I think, the best in slot or pre-raid best in slot that we can get. So for hat, we're okay. It's workable. It's well enough. But if we get the upgrade out of Ubers, then Ubers, I guess it's called, then we will be good to go. Neck, we're good. Shoulders, it's well enough. But if we get a chance to run Skolo and get the Royal Cap Spalders or Burial Shawl, I will sort of trust in the guide. That's fine. Hide of the Wild, not going to happen. Again, we would have to basically level the entirety of leatherworking in order to get some of those pieces. So yeah, when we're, you know, just not going to do that. Dire Maul West is a possibility. So getting the Cloak of the Cosmos would be a significant upgrade over what we have, which what we have has some intellect and spirit. However, it's not like the desirable thing. So the Archivist Cape, out of Stratholme. Again, it's a possibility, but we would need to be like geared up enough and prepared well to do that dungeon. I have been warned about that. Guildies have died in there. It's just something, even as a new person to WoW late game content, I'm understanding it's just not a place that you want to go without significant preparation. That is Skolo. No, Stratholme is doable. I'm sorry. I'm misspeaking here. Stratholme and Skolo, I'm kind of mixing up. So Stratholme is actually doable. So Archivist Galford, I guess that would be doable. A strat run would be doable. So that is a possibility. Getting Robes of the Exalted off Baron Rivendare is also desirable and is a possibility. So we will be looking for that. Let's see. Dire Maul North, Gallant's Riskars would be good. However, we do have 2 set of Magister's bindings, which is okay. It just doesn't give us any healing power. And the Gallant's Riskars out of Dire Maul North, yeah, from the guards would be desirable. Also, Loom Guard arm braces would be good. Yeah, any of these would be fine because we need to just basically buff up that healing power. So I need to make a list. I'm going to make a list in a notepad of places I need to go and the items that I need out of them. I mean, this does require some organization in general. So the game, when you get to level 60, I mean, it turns out that the challenge has very much just begun. It doesn't necessarily get easier or like, you know, obviously you don't have to go out and quest in the world on the one hand, but on the other, like, you know, it can be like a scary place to be. Like to go and do these dungeons where it does incur like a relatively high amount of risk. So yeah, so Harmonious Gauntlets out of Dire Maul North, King Gordok, that would be great. Dire Maul East, probably a little bit more viable to do as far as gloves go. What are we currently working with? Currently Ogre Seer's Fists, which does give some healing power and intellect. So those would be well enough for now. Magister's Belt, so I said we have the 2-piece. These have really, again, high intellect, which is great and does serve a purpose because if we get the spell crits as a Holy Paladin, refunds all our mana, it gives us a great deal of just automatic or so a little bit of RNG sustain, if you will. And so I would be happy though if we could get something like this, the Harmonious Gauntlets out of Dire Maul North. Yeah, because of that 51 spell power is like insane. So we're definitely looking for that. Gloves of Restoration, also just a really nice buff to just that stat. Temple of Atal Hakar, I'm not going back there just at the chance of getting gloves that would be, you know, that have like some RNG on the enchantments. Like that seems like not a good use of my time. So this World Drop Sash of Mercy, the likelihood of getting that is obviously very low. The Whipbind Cord is probably more viable to actually go after. Belt of the Ordained, again, Skalo is something that we're going to be very reserved and careful about going into. Let's see. Senior Designer's Pantaloons out of BRD would seem to be like a really good choice. Like again, so at this point in time, I do have some really decent gear, but I just don't have enough stuff that has increased healing, you know, that's actually buffing our healing. And then the boots that I have, I'll show you here, these Faith Healer's boots. These are a really, really good like starting spot, but again, stuff out of Dire Maul North and East. Tooth of Nar we have. That'd be good. We could get a slight upgrade going to Stratholme. Forge Ring Seal we're working on. We're going to be able to complete that quest. And let's see. And then more like, yeah, Dire Maul. And here's one big thing. We actually got our pre-BiS trinket. It's like the best pre-BiS trinket. We were farming Jed, and we were able to actually get the Briarwood Reed, which actually I need to swap that over. So Briarwood Reed, we have that right there. So we're looking good on a lot of these things. And then as far as a main hand hammer, we did get Master Smith's hammer out of UBRS. And then we just have like a workable shield, but again, there's some offhand improvements that we could make. Yeah, specifically out of BRD, Lower Blackrock Spire, Dire Mall North. So really, I think only one more thing we could get a helmet out of UBRS. Yeah. And so I'm trying to familiarize myself with this to make sure that we make the best use of our time getting stuff, and we can deposit some of this stuff in the bank. Our bank is basically full. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, bag space becomes a real problem, but anyway, you work with what you got. So we actually have 60 rune cloth, so we can make bandages out of that to clear up some space. So yeah, we're gonna pop into the Discord and see what the guildies are up to. Let's pop into the drinking hall.
That's how I do my Elder's quest, to go back in and get the BG's belongings. You could pick it up if you. That's how I did mine, I guess. Otherwise, do a few runs, wipe it up.
I have no rage. It's a free for
Yeah,
all.
I
Good
got
luck.
it.
Do you have enough mats for like 2 or 3 runs, Gear?
Yeah, I brought enough for 3. And I think,
I've got frost stuff too for the trap.
yeah, I mean, I got 3 in all for everything.
Okay.
Okay, if they're dropping now, we're good. Yep. Nice.
Who is the brave soul?
Yeah. BRB.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Watch out, the boss might be right in front of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I could probably solo. I'm good.
I mean, you definitely could sell him, but it's not worth it.
I don't even want to. Not even trying.
Where is he? He has to be by
We're
the
gonna
door,
have
right?
to care on this path stuff then.
Kodak Brew. Yeah, where the fuck
Wait,
is he?
Posh, can you mind vision this mage lord maybe?
Which one?
He might be
Skull?
at the corner right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'm pulling this way
There's a
back.
Pat Common.
Okay, way
Okay.
back.
Okay.
I'm pulling it way, way back.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Yeah, you got pulled.
And I'll say really quick, just without their voices, like watching my guildies do some of these dungeons is the only real way I have to prep and see how they do things with all dwarves. The strategies sometimes get a little specific in that regard because we're lacking other classes. So seeing how they do things is actually tremendously helpful. And then there's a little bit of finagling apparently can do with the Tyrion Forge Ring quest that gets me my pre-raid BiS ring, where they can run, someone can run Scalo, and then they can basically get to the last boss and we can sub into the group and go and fulfill the quest without having to run the risk of running the dungeon, which may be what I have to end up doing.
Dude, we would have done the whole run, and I'd be like, "Why the fuck did I didn't even get a single one?"
Oh, you gotta watch trapping right there too, because
I'm waiting to break him out any second if needed. Breaking him out.
So slow.
Hey, that was an iced one. You gotta do. That's your job. I got it.
So at this, I mean, at this point,
How many packs
Because we
did
took
you
too
kill?
long. Because we went in and out.
it looks like
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of the groups are in full swing.
Oh, that is true. I was wondering why there's so many.
Has anyone seen the boss yet?
I don't know. We need to kill this very fast, though. Like,
Yeah,
he could be coming any second.
true.
Jen, as you see, they get to see their and you also get to see their way
That
of
can be
playing, right?
dispelled.
Get used to hearing how they make calls. I mean, sure, but some of that stuff
Okay,
is
I'll
going to be
leave
pretty
them.
common. Like, it's not going to change much.
Okay, we gotta find where this dude is at.
Might.
Yeah, this makes sense. Hey, don't get so close to the wall. We can take an angle here.
There he is. Okay, we're good. I'm giving him the condom.
Oh yeah, we go now. Posh, hurry!
Come on, Baja.
Oh my god, run!
Oh, the
Baja dead.
chest
Dead.
too.
Is it locked?
Yeah.
Good comms.
Everybody, calm down.
Open sesame.
Yeah, don't worry. I got it.
Open sesame.
Oh, I didn't mark the eye, man. You can
It's
pull a
fine.
trap.
I'll get it.
I suppose I could talk about the ret set real quick, but let's save this to make sure
Good
that
kick on the immolate. Worth
Stunned.
that item rack actually
About to get
like
banished.
swaps over.
No, I had it ready.
I don't have
This
rage
What
for
on
this
earth?
one.
There it is.
Right here. You don't have disarm? Oh,
Okay.
No, I didn't have rage. I did get hit once.
So, yeah, everything I think is set here.
yeah, I'll pull them off you. It's all good.
Gauntlets
Yeah,
of the
let's go ahead and rage,
elements.
like a good
I
tank.
kind of think
I go over
about,
my damage. What do you want me to do?
but I'd be giving
If you're
up
not self-found, it doesn't count.
spell power.
Dropping like candy now.
Alan Larson, best of luck today. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
my man.
this place does.
That's
have
what it
that.
really comes down
I wanna
to.
lose the eye.
Is you can come and like
Yeah,
do
Dharma
the
North,
dungeons
like,
on
hands
repeat,
down,
but
has the best ogre beat drops.
you
Very
can
nice.
do everything on repeat, but
Oh,
like
nice.
it's hard. I'm gonna turn their voices down. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. But yeah, let's see.
Were you guys unmuted each other?
So we have some stuff we can actually just vendor. We did get some really good stuff actually. So for a ret piece, we have a bracers of valor. We also have battleborn arm braces, which is a good drop out of Strat Undead that we got. So we're gonna put that on our ret set. And basically, I think we are very close to hit cap between the 1% on this, the 2% on this, our talents. I think we're very, very close. Like 1 or 2 more pieces for that, which is good. We also need to complete our what's called our Hydraxian rep farm, which basically will give us a douse that we can use in Molten Core, and that is super important. And that involves going to Silithus and just basically like farming mobs. And I cannot think of a better use of my time during like downtime than to basically run and do that. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, I've also been just leveling a warrior a little bit in the meantime, which is an awakening after playing a ret paladin. The damage is not comparable. It is a whole different like MO.
Playing with my emotions.
Well, it's like he messaged me.
My
saying
guild
the
gets a
other day
little
about,
silly. I kind of love it
he was
actually.
sit out of MC and he was just quitting to go do other stuff, and I was like, okay. I don't know.
Gotta
I like
thank
the
you.
dude. It's just like, man, like he's so volatile.
You gotta pick a side at some point.
Tender wolf meat.
But I feel bad
For
for the dude.
food.
I like playing with him, but it's like, I don't know. He just gets scared easily.
Looks like we're getting a little bit of the tea today as well. We will just
That over.
remain silent.
Oh,
I can go back to meeting myself with that.
No idea who they're talking about. I try to stay out of such
I can
things.
meet you.
What's up with officers constantly saying that? Like the power immediately goes to your head. It's
Hey.
crazy.
I've
Hey,
never done it. What are you talking
is my,
about?
is my 60 minutes of muting still on the table?
Your what?
My 60 minutes of snargle muting?
Oh, I forgot about
How are
that.
ya?
What do you mean you forgot about that? I have a coupon.
With ya?
I know. I'm
Right.
remembering. It's not valid during dungeons. No.
I thought it was once you hit 60 also. On Gurley.
Are you wanting me to mind control any of these?
No,
we're good.
just LOS.
Just LS, please. Don't start dotting up until they're here.
I'm gonna sell this elixir of greater defense because it's just not that useful.
Definitely not muting anybody inside a dungeon ever.
More
We
stuff.
have all the rune cloth we need. We'll just clear that out, and where we're going doesn't drop any of that, so I'll call it good. We have a ton of health pots. I'm sure that we will utilize those at some point. Core of elements. That's another thing we could do is go and turn in rep stuff.
Already did the trap.
I always forget.
That's my favorite when they turn the corner and immediately just war
He's
stop me.
coming. He's coming.
We probably still have some shackle keys in the group, right?
Yeah, I have one on me.
Yeah, I have one too.
We had like 4 that one run. or something.
They're They're unique. And
Oh,
it's like It
man.
came down to the point where only
There was a
one
level
person
60
used
death on the
Yeah,
server today, apparently.
Yeah. I think I
All right, let's switch
we
to the
all
red
had one,
set
and
here.
I used it and then picked it up off the body.
I'm going to quiet them down a little bit. They're doing Dire Maul right now. Okay. So, as I said, we're making really, really good progress on our pre-raid BiS stuff. We have several pieces that are viable to take in. Yeah, we're definitely going to be running Holy, so we can provide just as much value as we can to the guild, and they need Holy Paladins, apparently.
That's how you disarm in case you're wrong.
No control. Maybe I should disarm from the back. I like getting these ogres from the back usually.
Gay.
There's a key right there,
Another
dude.
shackle key.
What do we need those for?
The patterns in this box over here.
That box over there.
You can just create it. Like,
Oh my
everyone's
god,
gonna
I'm so
get
dumb.
one
I have 2
eventually.
tannins in the bank that I could have used. Now we have to kill mobs.
You guys going around now?
Actually, goofy.
Yeah, come around.
Yep.
All right. How are we doing this since we don't have two hunters?
We're charging.
I'm just
in.
gonna skull now more. We could MC one warlock. I feel like
Yeah,
that's a good
yeah, we
play.
I'm just
Moon.
Yep.
I'm going in.
They're doing kind of a risky pull here.
I'm gonna try to burst this down with you, Snargle. MC? Okay.
I'm more stumped. Does the Warlock have any fun spells?
Pretty decent
I can
damage
Vanish.
coming out of Gur there.
That's good tech.
my attack
Immolate,
speed.
Shadow Bolt, Cursed Tongues is kind of nice.
Yeah, they were able to MC one.
Well, RP my rapid fire.
You're gonna have to get banish.
Nice. Very well done on their part.
You're gonna let him cast
I can
it.
Cursed Tongues the other Warlock so you guys can actually get kicks.
We only have
Yeah, I
one
wanna
now.
Yeah, we're done with MC until later. Probably.
show the spot.
Right here, boys.
John, you're
Just
too
come stand
tall.
right here. No, I'm good.
You're good there?
Yeah.
They
Everyone
don't
come
want to
down
come
here.
stand here.
All right, I'm going to pop over to the channel where they're running
I
UVRS
have to be
and
the, I'm the official.
try to keep my finger on the pulse of that. No one is streaming it, unfortunately. Let's see. Someone from Human Error wants to run Strat Undead. Oh, I've been advised strongly not to run with people who are not in the guild. Because if you run with non-self-found...
Is the way it goes.
Because they can just, like, Petri out. And then you're kind of left in the dust. You know, not really a good way to run a dungeon.
What drop?
They're all self-found.
Camp scales. Like, cool.
Let me see what I need from there.
Oh, we killed these two
And
fast.
heal.
We should probably we can just like hit this once and just get in combat with it. We don't have to kill it.
Do want to use Blast Set though, but I guess I'll just kill it like 30 seconds left.
Archivist
Oh, you didn't equip your
Galford.
Trinket?
Is
Oh, I
he
did.
in the
But I'm
undead
saying,
section? No.
I just hate
He's in the
doing it
live
last second,
section.
that off chance I like bug. And then I have cloth.
Robes of the Exalted off Baron Rivendare. This guy, they're
Yeah, we
desperate.
can kill it a couple seconds. We're at 20 seconds. We can kill it now.
That neck would not be an improvement. Apparently, this is the BiS
My
neck.
timer's not working. It's so weird.
Robes of the Exalted.
Let you hit a couple.
All right, we're doing what we got to do. looks like the guild is you know, they're just kind of in the mix of
So
everything.
there's
And
a little trick to make him drop Fell Strike.
yeah. Dwarf Lord was about to talk about the little trick to make him drop Fell Striker. So we're gonna join this, yeah, and we're gonna give it a shot here. So what could go wrong joining a random Discord? WXWN. Okay. Hello.
What up? Yeah, 8 cannot talk right now. Too much noise around him. But he can listen.
Well met.
Yep, I'll just be listening in for call outs and whatnot. I've only run this dungeon a couple times, so yeah, just we can just take it nice and slow. I'd appreciate it.
Well, you are with OG's HC gamer, so you're gonna be good. What is your are you Oli or DPS?
I'll run like whichever, I guess. I think I can heal it just fine. I mean, you can check my gear if you'd like to, or I did DPS it before, but yeah, I'm fine either way.
Okay, I don't know. Hey, is Kava is Oli? Do you know? Okay, Kava is healing, so you're just gonna DPS. Oh no. Okay, so Die is healing. Okay, alright, you're gonna be Oli now.
Okay, sounds good. So, to the chat, to the people watching, this will be my first time healing this dungeon. To be honest with you, I mean, the way I feel about it is at some point I just have to jump in with both feet and let go of the things that kind of hold me back from getting the practice that I need to heal. You know, and I've always kind of just been like that. You just kind of go for it. And I think as long as groups play responsible and the quality is there, I really shouldn't have any trouble at all, you know, keeping people well healed and, you know, making sure that I do my part to make sure everybody clears the dungeon and gets what they want. So hopefully we'll be getting our best in slot chest off Baron Rivendare, who's the final boss of this dungeon. So that would be sick. And pardon me while I cram some food in my face before getting this started. But yeah, we have the consumes that we need. We've got biscuits. We can pick up a few more. But yeah, I mean, I ran this with my guild the other day. It really didn't seem too crazy as long as they take the pulls carefully. I can look at the composition. Kavanaugh is a paladin. We have a rogue and a hunter. We do have a hunter. So having at least one hunter in the group makes me feel a lot better. And a warrior tank, of course. So honestly, should be pretty chill. I'm not nervous. You're nervous. Okay. To anybody who's watching who doesn't know, I mean, I haven't done a lot of this endgame content, you know? This is all new stuff to me. You know, for some reason I decided the first time WoW Classic, like on hardcore, got farther than I ever imagined that I would in hitting 60, and now here I am, you know, trying to participate in participate in endgame content. So we're just kind of rolling with it, you know. I figure if we were good enough to get here, we're good enough to roll with anybody. Just have to play it cool, play it careful. What else can you do? Let's see. Jen, what has been the best part for you with playing and leveling up to 60 in Classic? Well, the thing of it is, I do fundamentally enjoy the gameplay. I think that the original designers of Vanilla just really did overall a great job. So I did just fundamentally enjoy the challenge of getting there, I guess. You know, I soloed some stuff that I kind of shouldn't have been able to solo on the way up. So, you know, that was interesting and fun to do. And just, yeah, overcoming the challenge. Just overcoming the challenge altogether. Let's swap to our holy spec here. All right. To anybody who's just coming in, we're about to heal a Strat Undead. And we have a shot at getting our pre-raid BiS. Which would be Robes of the Exalted. This one right here. So yeah, quite a big buff to our healing power, and this would enable us to run some other stuff with our guild. And then I want to pick up some
well met
biscuits as well. Quite expensive, but worth having. It's the best like mana regen consumable that you can have, actually. I mean, shoot, we even have a little intellect flask too. But our mana pool is you know, quite large. It's all about having a big fat mana pool. I'm going to avoid adding additional descriptors onto that. It's a family-friendly stream. Now there's a dog chasing me. Just trying to get to where I'm going. We have an improved Devo aura. I also have kings. Yep. Okay. So a hunter gets wisdom. A warrior's gonna get kings. Oh, wow. Okay, Gunzo is not even close yet. Kavanaugh, I will give kings to because he can likely give himself a good blessing of might. But I suppose they'll tell me. Yep, and I'll give myself kings, yeah. Yeah, me and the other, yeah, that works fine. That works fine. I think he'd rather me have wisdom than him have might. What on earth, though? That's an interesting weapon. He has the Librum of Divinity, which I'm also definitely looking for. Yeah, but that's out of Scalo, so that's gonna be a tough one to pick up. Spiderfang Carapace, meh. Balance of Valor, nice. Magni's Will. It's got good trinkets. At least better than what I have on my red set. But yeah, anyway. All right, quick gear check. Make sure we have everything. I do like to utilize the stopwatch just in case. You never know. This is a non-guild run. So we're just playing it very carefully here. Yeah, I need to replace this ring, but I'll have my pre-raid BiS ring when I'm able to complete that. When I'm able to complete that Tyrion Forging quest line, that's actually the best pre-raid BiS ring that you can get is from a quest, which is crazy. We're just waiting on our rogue. We'll be good to go. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Just farming pre-raid BiS for Molten Core. August 1st, if you want to see it, it'll be the world first race-locked, self-found only raid of Molten Core, hosted by none other than the guild Stone Core. We're on Skull Rock. Yeah, kind of an ambitious project, and we're all about it. We're preparing very well and have some great people at the helm. So, yeah, if you're interested in that, please, you know, like, subscribe, and all of that, and keep track of it. And tune in August 1st, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be doing it. One thing we're doing that I haven't seen any other guild do is we're going to actually have a whole bunch of alternates. I'm not sure if Zaryu's guild did this when they went in, if they had people ready to replace anybody who died. But the Tauren, I don't think did that. And yeah, everybody else is just kind of fizzled. I think that Stone Core is actually going to do it. Oh, we have a paladin who's leveling. Just hit level 20.
There, that is.
I remember that.
A bit longer.
Now, I am going to turn up the volume of the Discord group just to make sure that I can hear them well for callouts and things like that. This actually is just my second time running this dungeon, like, ever. Literally ever. So we'll see how it goes. This will be the test, right? If I can't do this, like, without a hitch, then I need to sort of reevaluate what I can improve on, what I can get, you know, get better and things like that. But I mean, honestly, it should be fine. I'll save the intellect flask for when we're a little ways into the dungeon. But man, I really wouldn't mind being a priest right now. Just having fear ward. I think there are a few fear mechanics in here, if memory serves. I buffed everyone way too early. Quite an eclectic group that we have here. You're not seeing this often on this server anymore. Most everybody's pretty, you know, pretty diligent about the race locked and stuff. And it was, the advice was given to me by my guild that we don't, you know, we don't want to do runs with other guilds. But I mean, I don't know. It seems doable. It's definitely a risk, but it seems doable.
All right, I'm there.
Okay, our main tank is Wade here. So things we're going to be thinking about, we're going to be thinking about positioning. Thinking about avoiding dangerous mechanics. So far, so good, I guess. And honestly, I mean, healing is not difficult to do. You just don't want to, like, over-heal, you know? Waste mana. Want to cleanse the poisons and things like that as I can. Saying for Cosmodon, even though, is he a dwarf? Nope, he's a human. That's funny. All right, mana at 64% after 2 pulls. Not too bad, I guess. And yeah, we're good. We're good. I want to dispel that. I get a crit here. Got one on me. I just hodge him. Mana. Let's see. That's a long name, but is this Path of Exile or Diablo? When you die, it's permanent? Yes, this is hardcore. I'm going to be putting mana in chat now because it seems like he was not paying attention, which scares me. I don't like that. I like it when we pay attention and when we listen. Belt of Valor. I mean, will roll need if ret doesn't need or ret set. Sick. That's a ret piece right there. Now we have 2 of our ret pieces, so it's crazy because like I'm definitely going to be healing Molten Core. There's like very little chance I'll be able to do it as ret, but I keep getting ret drops like pretty consistently. Let's see. It is insane in an MMORPG. Yeah, hardcore is legit, man, but I'll tell you, there's nothing like it. Like, it's a great way to play the game. It's very exciting, you know, it just gives it an edge. Okay. Okay, why? Okay. Not feeling too good about this. I can give him a downranked Holy Light. He should be good. Just trying that out. Okay. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Let's see. Red Pally is pretty fun, but sadly you can't run raids with it. Yeah, that's what I learned. Like, and no doubt it is very fun to play. No doubt it is very fun to play. Yeah, it was kind of heartbreaking because here's the thing. This is like the premise with me is like I am new to this iteration of the game, to like vanilla endgame content. So for me, this is all like new and interesting, and I'm doing it on hardcore because I'm like a crazy person, I guess. But yeah, I was very sad to discover that ret is not a viable late game spec. I kind of actually want to give I want to give my tank Greater Blessing of Light. I think it'll just take the mana burden off a little bit, make the heals on him a lot stronger. Okay, Gunzo has Ag. This is not ideal. Same with Druids. Yeah, Druid tanks are good. Druid tanks are decent raid tanks. Let's see. Rolled a Pally, his first character in WoW back in the game. Let's see. Remember getting the Argent Defender? Yeah, very nice. Yeah, memorable times. Because back then, like, maybe they still weren't viable, but it just seems like people didn't care as much. Yeah, back in the day. Oh, yeah. I wish that I would have played, like, all the way back then. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Blessing of Light is where it's at. Greater Blessing of Light, because, man, those heals just freaking... Those heals just slap. That's crazy. When you put an action button... I will try to read chats here. Give me just a second. I really want to make sure that I do right by this group. Let's see. I'm curious about when you put an item to auction house market when you're only a character, what happened? Well, you can have multiple characters, but yeah, interestingly enough, what I'm doing is actually self-found. So I can't do any trading. I can't do any trading with anybody. You're flying solo, like in terms of items and things like that. So playing healer in hardcore must be hard. If you mess up, it's bad. That's true. But that's also true for everybody else. In my opinion, I feel like tanking is actually the highest pressure. That's just me, though. Like, I feel like tanking is by far the highest pressure. I keep him dispelled nice and clean because he needs to hold ag. But yeah, I mean, Soul Breaker. What on earth is that? Yeah. I can't justify trying to loot that. That would be lame. Okay. Where's he going? So Wade is up there. Do we have 2 auras? Yeah, so the Paladin has Sanctity aura on, which is good. Okay. Honestly, man, so honestly, you just got to try it. You just got to try it, man. And then I'll tell you something, like when you have your first death of a character that you really invested in, it actually takes a lot of the pressure off because it's like, okay, boom, I know what this is like. It's no big deal. You know, it's no big deal. You just go for it. So let's see how we doing on buffs. Okay, Vulpix. Hunter needs a buff. Kings to me and the other pally. Okay. I remember doing this differently, so I wonder how this is going to go. I'm going to try to wait a bit of time. Let the passive mana regen come in. Yeah, didn't take any more damage. Nice. Yeah, I've had 2 deaths, and fortunately for me, they were low-level characters, but every character that I've gotten past like 20 hasn't died yet, so we'll see. Provide a stun here. What happened to Gunzo's buffs? Oh. Yeah, 2 flash heals like 40%. That's crazy. But I gotta keep my eye on the ball here, boys and girls. Okay, we're chilling. We're chilling. Nothing bad at all so far. Yeah, this is how I remember doing the polls, is we would rope those bats, the gargoyles in as we went. That seems fine. Then when we get to the bosses, I'll be applying Seal of Light as well, because we do have 3 melee. What the heck is going on in my Discord, man? Okay, whatever. We've got a couple more of the gargoyles. Gargoyles. I can definitely say that word. Let's stun this. Let's put Seal of Light on him. See if we get any value out of that. Okay. Shred him up. I don't want to be looking at damage. I want to see my healing. I'm also curious if Seal of Light is counted on the meter when I like am diligent to apply Seal of Light, like how it actually looks. Okay. Yep. I'm about to bop this guy. Try to stay out of the range of those cleaves there. Dispel the poison. I think it's a poison, might be a disease, whichever. Oh man, they're literally coaching the hunter here. That is terrifying. That is super scary. Because if the hunter doesn't already know stuff like that, like we are in a 60 strat undead right now. Like, you should definitely have the basics down with your pet and not getting everybody killed. Okay, able to dispel that. I mean, so we still have Light of a Loon. And this is not a guild run, so roaching out is 100% acceptable, depending on the circumstances. Not that I would like abandon the group or anything like that. I'll do everything that I can to preserve the group, but I have the option, you know, if it worst comes to worst. But I'm very much of the stay and fight like type. I don't believe in just cutting and running when things just start to go bad. I find that, I don't know, your chances of dying in hardcore go up exponentially if you are too quick to run. There we go. Big heal crits there. Yeah, the output's well enough. My mana bar's staying good. I'd say I'm clear to like heal this dungeon. Like with the guild. Honestly, I probably just should have put Seal of Light on this one. That would have topped off the rogue. Cryptine parts for quest in WPL. No Bubble Hearth, yeah, but I have Light of a Loon, and it's basically the same thing. Yeah, they did away with Bubble Hearth, but when you have that item, it basically functions the same way. So I have a macro set up where all I have to do is push it, and I will bubble, and then I activate my Hearthstone, which is off cooldown. So yeah, I am good to go. The only other caveat is that you can't have recently used a potion because it shares a cooldown with potions. Yeah, our the mana sustain is really, really good actually. It looks like the hunter is the only one who's not in Discord. So it's like, what's gonna happen here? Like, when the boss does the mind control, is the hunter gonna blast us to 0? Dang. That little cleave did some damage. I'm gonna try putting Seal of Light on this one. Nice and early here. Hodge him. Yeah, I get a little bit of passive healing out of that. And then I got my Cryptine parts. Gotta remember to refresh this buff soon on the tank. Gonna cleanse the poison. Another poison on Kavanaugh. Hunter dropped Ag. Very good. Big damage coming out here. All right. Okay, we have a gargoyle back here. Keep the tank knocked off. I have ag. Should be able to pull it off me. Okay. This pet just got level 60. Okay, cool. That was kind of a long fight. But did fine. I mean, 46% mana, probably could have gone for quite a while. I'm just gonna go ahead and refresh that. Okay. I think we're clearing out this whole area. Yeah, easy, right? Easy. That's what I'm saying. I'm just worried about the fight where she mind controls and this hunter not knowing, you just get him to 50% and leave him there. You know what I mean? If the hunter's not even like managing his pet, then does he know that mechanic, or is he going to accidentally kill me? I have no idea. And it's a little bit alarming to think about. Shield of Stamina, Aquamarine. Okay, nice. Got some gold. Shield of Stamina. Petri? Oh, Petri. Yeah, that would be cool. Dude, if Petri recipe drops, I am 100% rolling on it. Okay, maybe I missed my shot to... Okay. I should have been a little quicker to Seal of Light there. But now Gunza will get some passive healing from his melee because he has a really fast attack speed. Okay. Not enough though, apparently. Output's pretty good. Okay. Looks like it'll be a crossbow upgrade for Vulpix. Yeah. Except for... hopefully he has the skill up on it. Dismiss pet when you go up here. Yeah. He's saying it twice. Let's see if he'll do it. Even the humans love dwarves. This human keeps showing for Cosmodon. He just opted to stay outside. And the rogue doesn't even have its lock picking up to unlock the chest. Friggin' rip. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Can't be too judgmental here. What is going on? All right. Hardcore 60 is no joke. Huge accomplishment already. Indeed. Indeed. But I'll tell you, like, the challenge after being here is no joke. I've had more close calls since I've been 60 than the trip up. Gonna hodge that. Nice. Good hodge. Good hodge. Good hodge. Paladin's really quick on the self-dispel. If the hunter's not in disc, it might behoove us to explain this coming fight to us so he doesn't, you know, keep damaging us past when he's supposed to. I just sent that into the Discord, so we'll see. Yeah, okay. Tank's on it. Or rather, the rogue is mentioning it. He says yes. He said yes, everybody. Let's proceed. What could go wrong? Don't kill the mind control guys. Stop at 50%. It's that simple. That is the crux of this fight. Okay, I need to reapply buffs here. And then we're gonna do kings. Okay. Yep, wisdom. Got that back. Good. I'm just going to top off mana here. We're going to clear out this whole area. Definitely the safe thing to do. Pulling extra mobs during any of this would during the boss fight would be catastrophic, of course. No disconnects, no bad pulls, no heartbreak. Yeah, indeed. Disconnects are a big killer, and it's dumb. Yeah, do make sure you have... Do make sure that you have a solid internet connection before you play hardcore. Big heal crit there. As a holy paladin, whenever you get heal crits, it means that the heal costs 0 mana. It instantly refunds you for that amount. And I have 1 on-demand heal crit every 2 minutes. What could go wrong? This is my philosophy in approaching hardcore. You just kind of try and go for it. And just assume and feel in your spirit and in your mind that nothing is going to go wrong. Oh, if any of you are new to the channel, there is quite the clip up of, there's in the videos tab. I was running BRD with Dwarf Lord, who is another content creator and much bigger than myself, of course. But we were running BRD, and it was like my first time doing it. And we had the closest of close calls. Oh. That was a lot of damage. But the spam flash heal should be sufficient. Yeah, but it was like an insane close call. Absolutely insane. And if you haven't seen it, you should definitely go watch it, because it is a nail biter. We basically used everything to survive. Everybody just locked in. It was just like, beautiful. I mean, the mistake that led to it was not so great, but how everybody compensated for it was the part that I feel like is worth commending. Because mistakes happen, you know, what are you going to do? Like, what really matters is how you compensate for those mistakes, you know? Are you ready to tuck tail and run? Or are you ready to just lock in and do what you have to do as a group? That is the question. Okay, we're going to try to eat up after this. We really shouldn't need to do anything until after the boss for mana. Interesting to watch the game being played well. Used to just fumble around randomly healing and auto-attacking as a pally back in 04. Yeah, you and me both, man. I did play back then a little bit, but just never... Oh shit, I'm silenced. Ooh, that I don't like that at all. Don't like the sounds. And I mean, thank you for thinking that I'm playing it well. I'm not so sure. I think I'm playing it adequately at this point. That's what I would say, is just adequately. But yeah. But thank you for the vote of confidence. Stay in range of aura. Okay. But she does AoE silence, so don't get too close. I mean, yeah. He's taking some big damage here. So Gunzo needs to chill on his aggro. Okay. Okay, I stayed out of range of silence, so we good. So they need to do... Oh. Kavanaugh. Yeah, the tank, our big DPS warrior, like, is the one. Oh, shoot. I can still bop him if I need to. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, back on the boss. We should get one more of those. But I want to make sure and stay out of the range of the silence. I'm going to do a big heal on our tank here. Nice! Big heal crit. 3k. One spell. And we didn't get the second thing. We didn't get the second MC. That's awesome. Do I want to pick these up? I do. I really do. I am going to need those, actually, 100%. Oh, it looks like the rogue did really try to keep the tank off of him, but he didn't get a crippling poison proc during that fight. That is tragic. Because he could have slowed him, and then the hunter just DPSs him down. And what do we get there? Ooh. Ooh, a major mana potion. Yeah, we need those. Little gougey wougy. I didn't see that, the gouge. I didn't see the rogue actually do that. Yeah, by the way, I mean, someone was saying earlier about the pressure of healing. I definitely agree. There is a good amount of pressure. You cannot screw up. But being a tank, to me, is the most, like... Yeah, if you just look at the tank's health bar throughout this dungeon, and when we do some of the boss fights, let's just say it's just not a position I would want to be in. Like, just the sheer volatility of the health bar during certain sections. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't know who's mad or why, but whatever. Nice heal crit there. That was a free holy shock. Because of the crit. Good on buffs. Found a ton of damage going out. Just roll greed on that. Probably overhealed a little bit there. That's okay. Start being a little bit more diligent to Seal of Light. Seal of Light the focus mobs. Just a passive healing for the melee. I think it's just too much value to leave on the table. Nice. That's 2 times in a row Holy Shock has crit when I used it.
Die, do you have a major mana pot for the final boss?
1 drop, so yes, I have 1.
Okay, perfect. Just keep it for the final boss, please.
You got it. Nice. Oh, we're getting some good gold out of here. Like, I'll take that all day. So I can't dispel the curse, unfortunately. Okay, we'll just hold on to our mana for now. Shit. I'm in the screech. I'm in the screech. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, gotta focus up here. Okay, he bubbled. He bubbled, so we're good. I'm taking damage now. Get him off me, boys. All right, that was a little bit hairy, but not too bad. Okay. Let's see. Can you overheal in hardcore? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, overhealing is when, like, I heal beyond what their health bar actually needs. That's overhealing by definition. So I'm gonna refresh buffs right now. Yeah, so in theory, it's just kind of like a waste of mana. It's a small optimization thing, but yeah. I see. As a tank, I approve. Yes, I'm glad, my man. I'm glad you do. Because, like, it's not a job that I would want to do. Like, when I'm leveling a warrior right now, and I'm going to learn how to do it, but I fully understand it's the highest risk position in any dungeon. Like, you're going to be the first to die. In all likelihood. In all likelihood, you will be the first to die. If something, like, really goes wrong. Like, it depends, though. Like, we had a guy die the other day, with someone who's no longer in the guild who was tanking. He was paladin tanking. And, really? Man, that's 3 greens in a row. That's wild. But basically what happened is that the tank, like, couldn't get ag back, and there was a mob that was just running rampant and killed the healer. The rest of them were able to, like, survive and stuff, but that is the only time I've heard about where it wasn't the tank dying first. Okay. I appreciate this paladin doing some dispels. I think that's great that he has that awareness, because paladins aren't bringing a ton to the table in terms of damage. They might as well use their utility to the fullest. That's my philosophy anyway. When I DPS as a ret paladin. Okay, I'll get back and out of the way here. I don't think there's a screecher mob in here, so don't need to worry about being silenced. Cleanse that. Okay, not a ton of damage going out, just cleanses. Fellcloth robe, don't need that. Not picking up tailoring. I think if I was on a priest, maybe I would. Okay, don't LOS me tank, be careful. All right, we're good. And this is actually a boss, but I think he's just a simple tank and spank. I'm gonna... Okay. Those are Shadow Priest boots. I was ready to bop that rogue, but he, I saw him get out of melee range, so he's chilling. I'm gonna hold that for in case I really need it for something. Okay, I want to
You
stay.
Remove that. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I want to stay out of range of the silence here. Okay. Yep. I guess the whale, that is, maybe that wasn't the mob that does it. I'm just suspicious of all those ghosts for that mechanic. Let's see, those of you who are in on Twitch, welcome in. All my discoverability comes from YouTube, so I'm always surprised to see any spike at all in the Twitch viewership. So yeah, welcome. So Shrieking Banshee, yeah, she does have the Deafening Screech. Oops. Muted myself. Okay, so Deafening Screech ran out and I was able to outrange it. So it turns out, I mean, it's maybe like, I don't know, it looks like 10, 15 yards. I bet I could look that up and be sure. So I think we're going to fight this here. Oh. Nice. Got a heal crit. We're going to dispel this right at the end of that. We're going to give him a big heal. Don't worry about it, buddy. Boom. You're good. You can see the panic movement like start to happen when their health gets below like 40%. But yeah. Whoa, what happened to our rogue there? Maybe he was just reloading or something? Okay. I'm glad somebody checked on him. Our rogue, I don't know if you guys noticed, but our rogue DC'd for a second there. If it was the tank that was having these issues, I would be much more apprehensive, but in theory, I think we'd be okay if the rogue did DC. So look at the damage here. Yeah, our tank is like top damage, of course. My bad. Okay. So I'm gonna get in range here. Queue up a big heal for the tank. Just bring him to full, make him feel nice and comfortable. Judgment of Light. Okay. A little bit of passive healing for the melee. Big heal coming out for the tank. Oh, and not a moment too soon either. Death Grip's immune to disarm. Ugh. I mean, I don't need that. Let's be real. All right, so we'll clear out this whole room. And then I'm forgetting the mechanic with Ramstein. Ramstein, the boss. Yeah. I'm forgetting. I'll ask them when we get closer. Okay, we pulled 2. That's not ideal. That is not ideal. So I want to dispel these, but I have to keep the tank up. Ret Paladin for the win, getting some dispels out. Huge. I love to see it. I'm going to put light on him. Don't give a shit about that. Okay. Why are we over pulling these? Can we... Let's not do that. Yeah, this is getting it's a little bit tense, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. I think the healing, yeah, my Judgment of Light healing does show up, but it just shows up on their healing. So all of this healing is my healing from Judgment of Light. So that's like a huge amount of value. I think that's worth just applying. Because it's just so much like passive healing. Okay, that was like a useless consecration I put out there, but that's fine. Just gonna mana up a little bit between fights here. We pull 2 again. Okay, got a crit out. Big heal coming out. There we go. I'm just gonna bubble that. I'm not fucking around with... Pardon my language, I'm really trying not to cuss. I'm not messing around with the bile slimes swarming me like that. Okay. Oh. Does he need a bop? Nope, he's good. If he had still had ag, I would have Blessing and Protection him. Okay, need a drink between these fights. Okay, big heal coming out for the tank. When's that poison? Shouldn't need to heal the rogue. He should passively heal. Let's see. I've learned about hardcore watching this journey to why everyone says getting to 60 is such an issue. Hold on 1 second. Hold that thought, dear. Let me... why everyone says getting to 60 is such a huge accomplishment. Good luck with the BiS grind. Thank you. Yeah, so far so good. I mean, we've gotten some really good pieces. We stand to get our chest piece out of here. So, yeah. Just going to mana up until the health starts to get low, and then I'll put a big heal out on tank. Okay, nice. Got 3 minutes left on buffs. I'm going to refresh after this. Belt of Valor. Did I already get that? Yeah, I already did. So I can just read that. None of us need it. Okay, we're going to Blessing of Light. Just going to stun him. Passive healing going out. You'd love to see it. All right, easy peasy. Boy, I sure hope the hunter does that. Puts a trap up near the gate. We need, I mean, yeah, we need to... Oh, yeah, it's Ramstein right now. Okay. Oh. Big heal coming out. Boom. Some nice crits here, keeping things steady. Okay. Chain a holy shock onto the flash heals on occasion for a little more oomph. Easy. Let's see, Ramstein's Lightning Bolt's trinket. That's a, I think that's a tanking trinket. I don't think I need it. Kavanaugh bubbled himself, very nice. Smart. Smart. All right. Got this pack and then Baron Rivendare. Cav should... Yeah, Cav should do Shadow for sure. Our hunter is, quote, dumping piss. That is not the way that I would have articulated that. We have one hunter. Last time I did this, I think we had two. We had multiple traps we could do. We'll see. We will see. The correct term is chuck-a-piss. Right, of course. I guess I can fear one if need be. It's a little too late. Set that up. I mean... Got a bomb. Yeah, this is looking a little hairy, not gonna lie. We need to kite. Big heal coming out on the tank. Tank's full. All right. That definitely could have been better, I'm not gonna lie. But that worked out. All right, if you don't mind verbally just taking me through this last one just to make sure I get it right, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, so let's get into the room, and it's gonna be easier to explain. Just make sure when you get to the room to hug the left here, okay? And come in that corner. So roughly what's gonna happen is here, I don't know if you notice, but you're out of the shadow aura. If you get close, you're gonna get hit by the shadow aura, okay? You're gonna take damage. So as long as you stay in that corner, you won't get damage from the aura. So this is where you need to stay as an eater, okay?
Okay.
So most likely, 8's gonna tank the boss pretty much at this spot, okay, where he is, and there's gonna be waves of skeletons coming through. Depending on our DPS on him, we will have 2 to 3 waves, maybe 4, and we need to kill these skeletons. They will be aggro by your heals, okay? So how you kill them is most likely consecration, or you use holy water.
Okay.
So the thing is, if you have a bunch of skeletons on you, you won't be able to heal, right? So you just need to make sure you do your consecration and your holy water. Aid will probably do the first holy water. I'll do the second. So we're gonna try to catch these skeletons before they get to you. But if they get to you, just consecrate.
Okay, will do. And I actually also have some crystal charges as well.
Okay, and if you have really issues with the skeletons because you have many on you and they don't die, just call it out, and I guess Kava will just go and help you because he's the one with the AOE. You got that, Kava? If something hit the fan in terms of, all right. So Kava, you're gonna be the third on holy water if you have. Yeah, so the only one last thing is the boss do a mortar strike on aid. So you're gonna have rough time at the end to heal him, 50% heal reduction. So you just need to fucking spam flash of light on him, and make sure you have a major mana potion.
Okay, major mana potions ready. I'll be prepared.
Perfect. I'm ready. So just blow all your cooldown, guys. Here, we need to just need to fucking burst that boss. I'm just hoping that the hunter won't pull the threat. I did my early water here. Easy. Oh, nice, my pants.
Oh my gosh, I got the robes. Crazy.
Nice. Yeah, so the DPS was quite good here. So yeah, so
he went
here,
down fast.
Yeah, so here, please, like, just do like aid and earth stone, please, so you don't die. Going back. Thank you for the runs, guys. It was good.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Y'all, good luck and stay safe, okay?
Yeah, see ya.
That is that. And we have acquired our pre-raid BiS chest piece. Healing spells increased by 68. That puts our total healing power up to 221, which is not bad. And then I guess with these shoulders, I need it on them, but I don't think that they're actually an improvement. The Thuzerin mantle. I'll hold on to those. But yeah. Oh, that was good. Let's see. Woo, nice work. I was nervous for the split second when you were in the aura. PTSD. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, I think the tank had to do some sort of healing cooldown there. But like it worked out. It worked out. I think he had to pot or something like that. So I'm going to put this in my guild chat so that they can celebrate with me. Kanek, grats on BiS Fun Watch subbed. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, man. Trying very much to grow the channel, but it's, you know, it's tough when you're small, but it's true. Like, way too much of a calm voice for hardcore. That's funny. Like, it's true that like we're going to be doing some amazing things as a guild. You know what I mean? And like taking down Molten Core, like as the first like group of 40 self-found race locked, that combo, no one has done that yet. No one has cleared Molten Core. Yeah. No one has successfully done that yet. Yeah. So Robes of the Exalted, done. Cha-ching. Let's see. So we're after a few other things. See how productive of a day we can make it. So yeah, I'm looking at the pre-raid BiS right now. Anyway, they're chatting about something in a guild chat channel, so that's what's going on there. Yeah, I mean, being calm. I don't know, Jen. I don't know if you're talking about me or if you're talking about the gentleman explaining things. But yeah. Okay. Run. And I'm not sure about the shoulder though. Let's see. I'll get him to weigh in on it. Would love your input, Sticky. So Sticky Toes is nice. Okay, cool. Sticky Toes is the kind of big shot holy paladin. He's a streamer as well. I haven't checked out his stuff though. Yeah, the guy explaining things and when he would make a call. Honestly, it's fine. They're like, I treat it very much like it reminds me of being a nurse in an ER. Like you just, you know, there's no point in anybody ever getting worked up.
You got my attention.
When stuff goes down, you know what I mean? There's just literally no point. So why do it? All right. We're going to do some basic housekeeping here. Clear up our inventory. That was a really good run for gold too. I got a lot of some gray pieces and some greens that I do not need. And yeah, we'll see what's next on the docket.
Great to meet you.
So the polite way to inform people that you need to go to the bathroom, by the way, is quick bio, as far as I know. Now, this might be a little bit outdated, but, you know. Wait a second. I don't think I want to get rid of those yet.
Watch your back.
Okay, I need to get that out of the way because that's ugly. And so for sets and my... Yeah, so I actually still need those boots for the ret set.
What can I get for you today?
And then we don't need the Thozadin mantle. It's just 2 little healing power. And that's kind of what I thought, but I wanted him to weigh in just in case. Just in case I was wrong. And then the MP5 on the gloves, like, honestly, I think I just take the healing power. I kind of took those gloves thinking that maybe I would need them. Because here's the thing about Molten Core with this group is that we don't have any innervates. The fights will take a little bit longer because of our composition. We're not going to be pushing necessarily the same amount of damage that you would in a standard Molten Core guild or group. So having more MP5 might be the play. I should ask Sticky Toes. So, or, the reason I ask is I know in MC fights will be longer. Are we padding the MP5 more than we would? Okay. Just for the healing power. Oh, so he's saying with world buffs, our mana will be pretty crazy, but you'll definitely replace those 2 anyways. Healing. Okay. Okay, nice. Thank you very much, sir. And then 07 is our like thing we do as dwarves to salute. I'm not sure if other people do that. We can sell that shield. We're holding on to the Acre of Undeath. I need it for something. I just don't remember what. And then what else? What else do we not need? Oy. Don't need the cheese. So we have the Belt of Valor and the Light Forge belt. I think Light Forge we don't actually need. If we want anything, it's going to end up being... Yeah, like the Light Forge set is not even on our radar as far as pre-raid BiS or anything. Let's see. Okay. So with these gloves too, like, I mean, I'm getting rid of these. I just need to clear inventory space. I'm also going to get rid of those. I'm going to defer to Sticky Toes on this. I don't think that I think he's just knowledgeable enough. I'm going to trust his judgment. I mean, he's actually done the MC raid before, you know. So that's gotta count for something. All right. We're chilling. Okay. So I am going to take a very quick bio break, which is the polite way to say that. Please stick around. We got some more stuff in the works tonight. We're going to be looking to do some runs with the guild. Maybe Dire Mall, if it is possible. Maybe Upper Blackrock Spire. We do need one item out of Lower Blackrock Spire as well. So lots of possibilities tonight. And I'll be giving my commentary all along the way. So please hang out a minute. I will be right back. Thank you. All right, we are back. Thank you all so much for sticking around. Appreciate you very much. Get settled in here. Let's see. Okay, next on the docket, we're going to crash our guild's Discord, and hopefully they're not in the middle of articulating anything obscene. Of course they're not. These are all reasonable professionals. Stand up, folks. So let's hop in there.
And someone that streams for the Exiles later and watch that ZG run.
That DG run is going crazy for sure. Today I run the one group, Blue Mage from.
I have the Exile Discord. They're kind of streaming in the Discord.
Yeah, they're streaming. The mage is crazy.
I'd imagine they have one streamer in there. Somebody will stream it on Twitch. I'm
they
sure.
have maybe Vade or something. I don't know.
Anybody waiting around for some dungeons or anything like that?
There's nothing going on. Maybe we're waiting for some Ubers.
Well, BiS, I guess.
Oh, these guys changed channels because we infiltrated their call.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I was like, man, it's quiet now. What's going on?
Oh, I saw people like posting about something. Did they? So the Exiles did a ZG run.
Mm-hmm. How you doing?
They're going to do it in like an hour, I think. After
Yep.
World Bus, I think.
Oh wow.
I'm predicting 3 deaths on Hakar.
What's on your mind?
I think what happened was I came up here in the nick of time and they were talking about the ring. So I was like, oh, wow, I can probably use that.
Van just creeping.
Yo.
In the shadows creeping.
I
I
did.
mean-
It was just perfect timing. I didn't know.
I mean, one
You
get
know?
the sword too. That is crazy. 3 swords.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, 3 sword, man.
Now I got to hear Gur complain about it.
You're
Jeez,
lucky day,
getting
dude.
Van shot, stealing my ring. I did
Yeah,
all this for that
probably,
ring, and
no,
he
he's
comes
gonna
in
say
and
that.
takes it.
I
Just
feel a
comes and
sword
takes
inside,
it.
man.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Nah, they run it quite a bit, so I'm sure he'll probably get it again before he hits 60 on his other warrior.
Is it kosher if I crash one of the channels below if they're running dungeons? I wouldn't mind like watching what they're doing.
Well, there's
Probably yes.
they put a thing in some of the channels to where only 5 people can enter it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's like they want privacy, you know?
Okie doke.
Well, sometimes people would be running shit, and during the middle of them trying to figure stuff out, people just start yapping nonsense.
Oh yeah, and that's not cool.
That's the reason they did it.
I asked the same question like a couple minutes ago because I just wanted to listen in too.
Let's see. Looks like we might be slated for a BRD chat. I do need a couple things out of there. I need the Mace off the Emperor.
If people are doing like a dungeon run, a lot of times I'll just not go in that channel. Sometimes I get into talky moods where I won't shut the hell up.
You and me both, my friend. So in the meantime, I'm hoping that this BRD group will come together because again, Emperor Thaurissan does drop, and that would be quite an undertaking. It just takes a long time to finish the dungeon. But if we can get that mace off of Emperor Thaurissan, so while we're in flight here, we're gonna
I'm
take a
making
look
some
at
good
that.
gains today. Did all the shimmering flat stuff. Then I'm doing all the North Stranglethorn Vale stuff now. I'm gonna go to Desolus and knock out all that crap.
Very
I think
nice.
I might be able to hit like 37 today.
You're flying.
Still salty about dying at 55 and then dying again at fucking 18. Sucks.
Indeed.
More than painful you dying at 59, bro. Before 60.
At 59? I've never died
Yeah.
at 59 at least.
Or you dying some random shit in a dungeon. Or raid. It's gonna be happen all times. On BRD, you get double crit on your death.
I usually don't fuck around in BRD until I hit 60. In the 50s, I just quest, usually.
So I'm gonna hop out of that channel just because I just need to focus on what I'm doing here. So okay, we're going down our checklist of pre-raid BiS stuff, and we're just trying to hit everything that we can. So Robes of the Exalted, absolute pre-BiS ideal. Alternative options were in Dire Maul West and the leatherworking recipe, which I don't want to go through all that. So it was risky to do that with the gear that I had. I feel like I was just slightly under geared as a healer for doing that. But we got it done. I mean, I need Dire Maul. That's what needs to happen is some Dire Maul. But yeah, it would be my first time running dungeons, and I mean, the only thing I know about Dire Maul is the infamous, you know, sort of pirate software roach out that occurred. And then let me double check this is what I need. So BRD. Yeah, so senior designers pantaloons. So pre-raid BiS pants. Yeah, and these would be fine. So these actually would be preferable because what the other paladin was telling me is that the senior designers pantaloons, or rather, as far as stat priority goes, we want the healing power and we want stamina, right? Because world buffs were going to be so overloaded on stats that like really just having the survivability is going to be key. So senior designers pantaloons, it sounds like probably you're going to be ideal even over what has traditionally been considered the pre-raid BiS, which would be the Padres trousers out of Dire Maul West. And because so 20 intellect, 6 MP5, and healing power 42, which is all great, but no stamina. And yeah, so I mean, maybe I'd be happy with either, to be honest with you. Let's see. Another thing out of strat, so Dire Maul East and North, I guess, are the desirable things, but Dire Maul North the most so. And then Tooth of Gnar, we already have, so we're good on neck. Forging Seal, we're working on, and then we need Louvers or Strat or Dire Maul West. Louvers is probably the most likely of those to actually happen. And Second Wind out of BRD, yeah. Second Wind, we need that. So we need that out of Golemord Ergolmok, whatever. And then, yeah, so Hammer of Grace out of BRD would be a really, like, our BiS main hand weapon. Energetic Rod would be okay, but again, the other two weapons are Dire Maul East, so we're passing on that. And then Thracian's Royal Scepter, which would be an offhand, not a shield, is on the BiS list, and it does have stamina. So yeah, BRD is really what needs to happen. Yeah, BRD is really what needs to happen, and I do need a Scolo for the Libram. I do need that. The healing bonus to Flash of Light is just like too good. But in the meantime, we need to kind of make our way to Ashara. Turn in the quest because we are making progress on getting our douse. And this is kind of a pain. So yeah, seeing as how I might need to log off for a few. So when I go out to this zone, this like place in Ajara to turn in the quests here, I don't like just the trip back. So I will probably log onto my warrior and just level him a little bit while I'm waiting for the hearth to come through. But we'll see. Yeah, 20 minutes or something like that. Ooh, what do we have here? Mr. Schwilly with his soul thrays, the lasher. Ugh. Oh, such a gorgeous weapon. And with like how low you can get it if you're lucky, it's just crazy. That's a weapon out of Zul'Farrak you can get. You need to get the 2 one-handeds to drop, which are an extremely low drop rate. I think both are like sub 1% if memory serves. And then you combine them and then you get that really beefy two-hander that would take you all the way to 60 and beyond. Like it's a good weapon for quite a while.
How are you?
For anybody that uses the two-handers.
See you soon.
All right. I love flying on a griffin in hardcore. Complete and utter safety. Unless you DC and it takes you off the griffin and you fall to your death. That is a possibility. Just passing by Orgrimmar, no big deal. Just crazy to think if I go anywhere near that place, that would be the end of a very long run. I don't like to look at this, but the played time so far on this tune is 11 days, 2 hours. It's crazy. Another interesting milestone is going to be when I've spent more time on him at level 60 than it took to level him. That will be an interesting milestone. I want to say for me it was like 9 days or something like that. Yeah, we got quite a ride out there. Hearthstone might be up by the time we even do so. Can be on the lookout for herbs, I guess. Is the red beard dwarf your guild leader? Oh, you'd have to be more specific. Like, the name of our guild leader is Frugo. Oh, are you talking about in the Discord? It's Frugo. Frugo is the GM, as far as I know. And yeah, his profile picture is a red bearded dwarf. Yeah. No, but then there's another guy called Dwarf Lord who he is a streamer. He is in the guild. He is very knowledgeable, very good at the game and at what he does. But he's not an officer to my knowledge. So it'd be Frugo as the guild leader. The warrior. I know that Dwarf Lord is a warrior. I'm not actually sure what Frugo plays because I actually rarely see him on, and I'm not even sure what his tune's name is. Let's see. Let's see. All the warriors I'm looking at right now. I know Titanbane. Titanbane is an officer. Yeah, I'm not sure who's who. Dwarf Lord, yeah. So Dwarf Lord is just a guy in the guild. Again, he's very, very good at the game and extremely knowledgeable, but he just happens not to be in the leadership of the guild. But I'm not sure if it's him or someone else who will end up raid leading. But I've done some dungeon content with him, and yeah, he is quite good, quite knowledgeable, great guy to learn from. Very direct, I'll say. Which I don't mind personally. I'd rather people just like speak their mind than beat around the bush. Oh, if they're in Scalo... Oh no, he's in Strathholm. Man. If the guild does a Scala run, I really need it. Because, not to like be in it, but I need to just go in there for the quest. So you need to like try to finagle that. Ooh, what time? Oni dropping. Okay, 7:05 for Onyxia. 28 minutes. That puts us in Ironforge right at the top of the hour. That should give us enough time because that's the last buff that we need, I think. So if we look at our Chrono Boom buffs, we have all of our DMT stuff. And we also have Darkmoon Fair buff, and we also have the Booty Bay buff. I want you guys to do good in MC. I think we will. I mean, the people who are in leadership have a great deal of confidence. I mean, some people are gonna die to silly mechanics and things like that. I don't intend to be one of them, that's for sure. And yeah, I want us to do good too, man. Dwarflord, he is a very good warrior. I've been watching him lately. I hadn't seen that you saw that. Yeah, he is. He is. Yeah, like I said, just very direct. You know, he definitely speaks his mind. That's my sort of take on it, which is refreshing, I'll say. When it is constructive. Yeah, we have every chance of doing well. We have every chance of doing it well. I mean, there's no excuses at this point. Even for someone who's brand new at the game or at the end game of vanilla, the information that they're putting out and the people that are in charge and the knowledge they're sharing, I think it'll be good. Yeah, I have a great deal of confidence. Rombips was talking about a BRD. Need a tank though. It is actually a little bit treacherous getting out to this place, I'm not gonna lie. Like, why is this stupid crab chasing me so far? Leave me alone, Mr. Crab. Leave me alone. Let me go on my merry way. It'll be really, really nice the last time that I have to swim out to this island. I need one thing out of live. All right. We got this quest completed out of Upper Blackrock Spire. So the next, then yeah, we've done all we can for this quest. We just have to go into Molten Core with the guild. And then we have to do our Hydraxian rep farm, which is just a lot of rep grinding. Just a lot of killing mobs. It's something I probably won't do on stream. I highly doubt that would drive significant viewership or be interesting to you guys. Just killing the same elemental mobs on repeat. So we are going to set an alarm for 5:58 p.m. Okay. So my alarm is going to go off 2 minutes beforehand. And then I'm going to hearth back to Ironforge and then fly to Stormwind for the Oni buff. And then I will basically have all of my buffs. To be honest, I don't even... Yeah, no, I need the Oni buff because I think it gives spell crit. So yeah. Might as well get this character in the guild. He's in Zul'Farrak. I don't want to bug him. He's busy. Yo, it is DieSaved's ult. Can I get a guild invite? So we'll just get in the guild so that I can keep an eye on the guild chat. Yeah, dead server, by the way. Dead server, by the way. Okay, I want to see what they're doing because I don't want to... Oh, ult. Can I get a guild invite on this tune? And here it comes. Hail! Hail! All right. So we're going to try to knock out some of these Harvest Watchers while we wait for the Hearthstone on the main. Because running tediously through Ashara is not my idea of a good time.
Not enough rage. I need to get
Couple turn-ins in Stormwind. I think we can make pretty good use of a food buff here. Come on. There it is.
Too far away.
Okay, pretty easy. Killing boars as well, because we want those livers. And completing this quest should get us to 16 as well, which is nice. Don't really want to... not want to aggro the buzzard. Gonna potion early. And we'll kill the Watcher. Cool our rage a little bit. Alright, we're chilling. Okay.
I need to get closer.
Bandit Cloak of the Owl, Intellect and Spirit. Don't need it. I actually went with the AG Cloak for the quest reward. One more auto. Then we should be able to double up on heroic strikes.
Need more rage.
Yep. Nice. Okay. One or two more kills. There we go. Nice, level 16, huge. I think we need to start going into arms. I don't even remember what the guide says. Just look it up real quick here. So yeah, it wants you to, okay, take rend. And I kind of just screwed up one point here. But that's fine. Okay, rend it is, I guess. It doesn't really help us much right now. But it will. Oh, nice. Little wand drop.
Too far away.
Just free silver.
I'm out of range. I need to get
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we got those turn-ins and Stormwind. Got 4 more of these to kill.
too far away.
And then at exactly 6:58, we were logging back over to the main. And we were going to get the last of the buffs that we need. Or MC. Come on now. Yep, MC raid August 1st. Molten Core. $10 a.m.
I'm out of range.
Guess I'll bandage up before the next fight. Logging over to this guy, it's really just about making the best use of my time. Obviously, he's not going to be ready, this warrior, in time for the MC raid, but the guild's going to keep going after that. I mean, I think there are a lot of people in there who intend to take it as far as we can. Thank you. My wife is the mage of our household. She can conjure food and water. Pretty amazing skill. Okay, Harvest Watchers are done. Oh, the dreaded part of this zone is dealing with those dang pillagers and looters. Like, you literally have to just one at a time them as a warrior. I don't want to fight you, Mr. Watcher. I don't want to. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. There we go. And we need to go train, too. We got level 16 abilities. Thank you.
Not ready.
Kind of need all the boars and coyotes we can get. Yeah, just for food buffs. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I had turned that off, but it just doesn't want to charge. Okay, we'll head towards the turn-in on this one. Just gonna hamstring this guy. I don't really want to fight him.
What can I do for you? Go with honor, friend.
To give up the one? No. Just thinking about upgrades, gear upgrades, but no.
Light be with you.
Okay, we're gonna get rid of that. All of this stuff. Don't need. Getting pretty good money from quests. Don't need the okra. Boar ribs will actually hold on to because there is a higher level cooking quest or cooking recipe that utilizes the boar ribs. So that would be not bad. And I think we'll hearth and we'll hop back over to our main and just be ready to insta hearth. Hearth train. And head back over. Abilities do be getting expensive though. So new heroic strike, huge. Big increase in damage. Mocking blow, essential for tanking, which I will be doing. And can't afford shield block, but we will need that at some point. Okay, we're gonna go in the inn. We're gonna log back over to our 60 and be ready to pick up the Oni buff. Okay. And we had another 5 minutes or so, but telling you, the biggest issue I'm having is just bag space at this point. There's so much stuff that you want to hold on to, but you just can't. We need to be ready to insta hearth if we're going to make the Oni buff. I'm just running into a Jara just in case I can like pick up an herb or something like that. We'll go up around the coast. 3 minutes. All right, we're gonna have a holy fight on our hands. Haven't fought anything as holy in a while. Let's see. Can't believe I did 40 levels. Only holy. Hammer and shield. Long fights. A bunch of sustain. Oh, I don't even have Hammer of Wrath on my bar. I guess War Chief's Blessing we do have a way to get. But it's quite tedious to do so. We do have a setup though in the guild. All right, hard stuff in 15 seconds. We're gonna go. Three, two, one.
It's not me yet. What's on your mind?
Okay. Make a mad dash for the Griffin. I sort of wonder if it's faster to take the deep run tram, but I think it's pretty safe to just Griffin. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I might be reading this chat a bit late, but While we're waiting, what's the most memorable or exciting thing you've seen Zaryu do or any other WoW streamer? I mean, anytime they accomplish any like late game or end game objectives, that's kind of cool. I mean, I know that the gnomes did go a little bit into Molten Core. I don't think they downed Ragnaros. That'd be pretty incredible if they did. But I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool to get to 60 like no healers, which is the predicament that the gnomes have. Like they don't have healers. So that's pretty wild. $14 seconds. Do I make it? Do I make it? I think so. Then we just have to unboon and then reboon and we're good. I got it. Nice. Okay. So we just have to land, unboon, and reboon, and then we've got it stored. I don't know how far they got. Okay. That's our Oni buff. Yeah, so we have quite the little impressive thing of buffs here, if you guys can see. We have all of our Dire Maul buffs. We have Songflower Serenade, Spirit of Zandalar, Sage's Dark Fortune for resistances specifically. Yeah, we're chilling. We have basically everything we need. All right. All right, it might just be a Hydraxian rep farm angle. I hate to say it, but let's see what's up with Wrongvips and see if he is he's doing a dungeon. So we have 58 people online right now. Quite a few 60s that are pretty active. I want to take a look at the Paladin roster. I mean, look at all these 60 Paladins. So, online 1 day ago, 3 days ago, 1 day ago, 12 days ago. He might have died. I don't know. There's me. We have Father Judge 3 days. Hammerlord 3 days. Lightstone. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of pallies. And a few more up and comers. I mean, we might just have to keep kind of rolling the dice with non-guild groups. Need some things out of Dire Maul East. let's take stock again here. So okay. From the top. Insightful Hood, Dire Maul North, which is apparently a scary dungeon. Whatever that means. Are we going to be prevented from doing it because it's scary? I don't think so. I mean, increasing our heal crit chance by 1% plus 33 healing power, that's crazy. We need that bad boy. We need that sucker. So, Dire Maul North it is. Okay. Scalo. These humans doing some weird activity here. I don't understand what humans do in game. Scalo. Let's see. Strat Live. Got our chess piece already. More out of Dire Maul North and Scalo. More out of Dire Maul North, East. And Scalo. Then, I mean, yeah, Skolos. I mean, we need everything here. Here's Sakura's their healer, so they don't need a healer. I guess I queue as damage as well. You could do decent damage, I guess. The tank shortage is so rough. Oh, let's see. Blind Forger, I love tanking, just too slow a leveler. Yeah, are you in the Stonecore Guild, Blind Forger? Because, boy, we sure could use some max level tanks, yeah. Getting that cloak from Strat is not realistic. Well, let's see. Let me look at that. Let me look at that. Because I think you're right, and I think I saw somebody talking about that. And I mean, oh yeah, and as I'm looking at it, that's not even the one that I want. I would want the dire. Goodren, of course, buddy. That's right. I forgot you had a different name. Yeah. Well, I mean, you'll get there, man. You know, maybe not in time for MC, but I think you'll get there. Just keep playing it cool, playing it cautious. Do you need help with anything in game right now? Because I ain't got nothing going on, my guy. Oh, looks like some people got some good gear. Let's go. Sticky toes. Very nice, sticky. And Podge. Nope, just questing and fishing. Nice, man. Just stay safe out there. Hey, make sure you hit me up in game if you come to any like elite stuff that you need. But yeah, I did do a non-guild run of Stratholm Undead. That was pretty gnarly earlier. But yeah, just waiting for stuff to kind of come through here. Yeah, Whirlwind Axe. Yep, we will need to get that done. Sakura is a character that I leveled with all coming up. Holy crap. She's got some decent shadow gear. Man, oh man. Anyway. Not somebody that I particularly like playing with, but I ran several dungeons with that tune coming up, and she did okay, I guess. I'm up to 221 healing power, which, I mean, it feels pretty decent. Yeah, 523 healing, and that's for a non-crit flash heal. Crits are upwards of 800. Close to 800. I mean, look at this. I can spam flash heal just all day long. Yeah, I already got the Dire Maul buff, so I didn't need that. They were calling for that a little while ago. Yeah, it might just be a Hydrexian rep farm angle. Until something comes together, unfortunately. Ooh, I thought I got something out of here for the ret set. Yeah, so we got Built of Valor. And then we have... Yeah, so we have 2 Valor pieces, but that just gives us some armor. I think I like the hit more than that. But Built of Valor is still a better better belt than the other thing I had. The other one's more maybe tanking, I think. Yep, and then we go with our pole arm. Yeah. Well, that's not right. Still wearing the robe. Where did my chest piece go?
Hey there.
There's no bloody way. There's no bloody way that I sold that.
Greetings. Go with honor.
Okay, no, it's on. I was gonna say. Goodness gracious, that was scary. I mistook the pants for the chest piece. Okay, let's make sure that this is right. Yep, so this is the ret set. Yeah. Yeah, no. I didn't. There's no way I would have. Like, that would have been just the noobiest of all newbie mistakes, man. Okay. Deposit a few things in the bank so we have more room for loot.
How are you?
Plenty of bone fragments for the quest. Crypt pieces and all that. Don't need the Ngoro soil. Afraid of, I didn't even know what that is. What it's for. I don't need that. Bank alt's not allowed? Nope, I'm afraid not. Self-found. You cannot trade with any other character. Yeah, so it definitely do be a pain. Go and farm those just when I need them. I don't need ghost mushrooms for anything. I don't need the flute for anything. I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff because I can just farm for it. Savage Frond. I thought I had a lot more of this actually. Maybe I will take seeds and stuff and be doing that while I'm farming. Along with the Ngoro soil. I could farm for more of these at some point too. I might do that. Yeah. Even in a guild as active as ours, it is shockingly difficult to get a dungeon. You know, and it's understandable though too. I mean, there's a core group that all feel like safe and comfortable with each other, but we all need MC gear. You know, pre-raid stuff. Yeah, bank alt's not allowed. Indeed. And you can't buy bags either.
Greetings.
So we just go to Menethil Harbor. Just slightly longer flight over Booty Bay, but it gets us a little bit closer to the Silithus flight path. And hopefully we just get called up for a dungeon. That's all we can do. I mean, to be fair, it's also a Thursday night. Not exactly prime time WoW gaming, you know. Oh, Caius, I don't think I recognize you. Forgive me if you've been in here before, commented before, but I don't recognize you. Welcome. Thanks for popping into the stream. We did a pug run of Stratholme Undead earlier, which was quite exciting. We were able to acquire our pre-raid BiS chest piece for healing. So that was pretty legit. Yeah, it looks like they're still doing their Dire Maul run. So I'm just looking at the different groups. Sticky is in the Dire Maul run. I need to be on the lookout for if they do a Scalo run, because we can kind of cheese it for the quest. They can sub me in so that I can run into the dungeon and grab the piece that I need for a quest to get my pre-raid BiS ring for healing, which is yeah, one of the last one of the last things I need to have actually a proper full-fledged healing chest. Yeah, grats on chest and neck, really good from Strat. Yeah, the neck is good, but apparently this Tooth of Gnar is pre-raid BiS for Holy Paladins, or so the guide says. I was able to get that out of Ubers. The guild does do a lot of Ubers runs. A lot of Ubers runs. People are running Ubers pretty much every day. So yeah, I need Scalo and Dire Maul and stuff like that, but I haven't established the trust that I need to with the guild yet. Like, you know. Up. See, prove yourself. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm ready for it, but I mean, I have the healing part down easy. I mean, it's easy enough, right? Just you're spamming flash heal, but you need to just have the gear and all that kind of stuff. The heal's got to be strong enough. You got to be able to do enough of them. What does this guy need help with? Nosmara, I do want to help you. He's a fellow paladin. I do have to chip away at this rep farm, though. My gosh, there's so many hours you have to do it for. And he's right there. I don't know why he needs to risk doing that quest. If memory serves, I kind of skipped that one altogether. I think I just got on a little bit too late to get into the mix. That's my other problem. There's still a couple weeks. There's still a couple weeks to get what I need. So it should be plenty of time. There's plenty of solo stuff to work on. I'm probably going to work on mapping it all out maybe tonight. But I'll tell you what, guys, Hydraxian Rep Farm is not the most exciting thing ever. So I might just go ahead and end the stream. We've been going a little over 3 hours, and I just want to make sure that the content is like actually, you know, interesting to watch. I do very much appreciate everybody being here. I might increase the streaming schedule. I might increase the hours that I do. So I might be going like Monday through Friday in the evening times for at least a few hours. And, you know, that way you guys can just kind of keep track. Anybody who's interested on what we're doing to prep for the raid. There's still a lot to do between now and then. And I'm very, very hopeful that I will end up getting a spot as a Holy Paladin. It's my understanding that though we do have a lot of 60 Paladins, not all of them are interested in going to the MC raid and are gearing up. And with the amount of time I'm putting into it, I think that I'll have a competitive edge on that. So, yeah. Blind Forger says, good luck on the grind and stay safe. Thank you so much, my man. I will see you in game at some point, I'm sure. Don't forget to hit me up. And yeah, thank you, everybody. Appreciate you all. Peace.